Hold on to your hats, folks, because this might just rock your world. A staggering number of people worldwide are living paycheck to paycheck. That's right. Millions across the globe are just a missed paycheck away from a financial earthquake. If that doesn't scream the importance of getting your money game in check, I don't know what does. Think about it. How much calmer would you sleep at night knowing you had a financial cushion? That's where budgeting swoops in to save the day. It's not about deprivation, my friends. It's about making conscious choices with your money so you can live a life you love without the constant fear of drowning in debt. Ready to dive in? Let's do this. Budgeting. It sounds about as fun as a root canal, right? But trust me, it's not the big, bad monster many make it out to be. In fact, it's more like that super organized friend who always has their life together, and secretly you're a little envious of. Think of budgeting as your financial GPS. It helps you track where your money is going, identify areas where you might be overspending, hello, daily lattes, and redirect those funds towards your goals, whether it's buying a house, paying off debt, or finally taking that dream vacation. Without a budget, it's easy to fall into the trap of mindless spending. Suddenly, you're wondering where your hard-earned cash went, and you're left with that sinking feeling in the pit of your stomach. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Did you know that according to a global survey, over 60% of people worldwide struggle with managing their finances? Budgeting can help change that. No matter where you are in the world, a budget can be your best friend in achieving financial stability and peace of mind. Let's be real. Budgeting on a tight budget can feel like walking a tightrope while juggling flaming torches. It's a delicate balance that requires focus, precision, and a lot of patience. Just like a tightrope walker, one wrong move can make you feel like you're about to fall, and it can be incredibly stressful. It's not always easy, and there are definitely challenges along the way. The frustration of seeing bills pile up, the stress of trying to make sense of financial documents, and the overwhelming feeling of not knowing where to start can be daunting. These feelings can make the process seem insurmountable. One of the biggest hurdles is simply feeling like you don't have enough money to make ends meet, let alone save or invest. This feeling can be particularly intense when you see an empty wallet or a bank statement that doesn't add up. It's a common struggle that many people face worldwide, and it can be very disheartening. Then there's the dreaded B word itself, budget. For many, the word budget brings a sense of fear and anxiety. It can feel like a daunting task that requires you to scrutinize every penny, making you cringe at the thought of cutting back on things you enjoy. This fear can be paralyzing. It can feel restrictive, like you're putting yourself in a financial straitjacket. The idea of limiting your spending can make you feel trapped, as if you're bound by ropes or handcuffs made of currency. It's a common perception that budgeting means giving up your freedom, and this can be very off-putting. But here's the thing. A budget isn't about deprivation, it's about empowerment. When you take control of your finances, you gain a sense of confidence and satisfaction. Organizing your finances, checking off items on your budget list, and seeing your savings grow can be incredibly rewarding. It's about taking charge of your financial future. It's about making conscious choices with your money so you can live a life you love, even on a tight budget. By prioritizing your spending, you can still enjoy the things that matter most to you, like a simple meal with loved ones or a well-thought-out financial plan. These small joys can make a big difference. And hey, we're all human, right? We all have our moments of weakness and slip-ups. It's important to remember that you're not alone in this journey. Everyone faces financial challenges at some point in their lives. It's a universal experience. We all slip up sometimes. Making mistakes is a natural part of the learning process. The key is to not let these mistakes discourage you. Instead, laugh it off, forgive yourself, and move forward with a positive attitude. It's all part of growing and learning. The key is to not beat yourself up about it. Learn from your mistakes and get back on track. Take a deep breath, refocus, and remind yourself of your financial goals. With determination, and a positive mindset, you can overcome these challenges and achieve financial stability. Remember, every step forward is progress. Okay, so we know budgeting is important, but where do you even start? It can feel overwhelming at first, but breaking it down into manageable steps can make a world of difference. Let's dive into some practical tips. Don't worry, I've got your back. We're in this together, and with a few practical tips, you'll be on your way to mastering your budget in no time. Trust me, it's easier than it seems. First things first, track your expenses. This is the foundation of any good budget. Knowing where your money is going is crucial. Without this step, it's hard to make informed decisions. You can use a budgeting app, a good old-fashioned spreadsheet, or even just a notebook. The method doesn't matter as much as the consistency. Make it a habit to log your expenses daily or weekly. Consistency is key here. The goal is to see exactly where your money is going each month. This will help you identify patterns and areas where you might be overspending. Awareness is the first step to change. Next up, prioritize your needs. This step is all about distinguishing between what's essential and what's a luxury. It's a crucial part of managing your finances effectively. Separate your needs, housing, food, utilities, from your wants, that new pair of shoes, eating out every night. This can be a tough exercise, but it's necessary for financial health. It helps you focus on what truly matters. Remember, it's all about finding a balance. You don't have to deprive yourself of all pleasures, but being mindful of your spending can help you make better choices. Balance is the key to sustainable budgeting. And finally, let's talk about cutting costs. This is where you can get creative and find ways to save money without sacrificing too much. It's about making smart choices. Small changes can make a big difference. For example, turning off lights when you leave a room, adjusting your thermostat, or even unplugging devices when they're not in use can save you money on your utility bills. Every little bit helps. Think about negotiating your bills, meal prepping to avoid expensive takeout, and finding free or low-cost entertainment options. These small adjustments can add up over time, leading to significant savings. Remember, budgeting is a journey, not a destination. Stay patient and consistent, and you'll see the benefits in no time. Keep at it, and you'll be amazed at the progress you make. Sarah's success story. From drowning in debt to financial freedom. Meet Sarah, a single mom who was drowning in debt. She was constantly worried about how she would provide for her family and pay off her mounting bills. The stress was overwhelming, and it seemed like there was no way out. She was working 2 jobs, barely making ends meet, and felt like she was stuck in a never-ending cycle of paycheck-to-paycheck living. Every day was a struggle, and the exhaustion from juggling multiple responsibilities was taking a toll on her health and well-being. Sarah knew she needed a change, so she decided to take control of her finances. She began by educating herself about personal finance, reading books, and watching videos to understand the basics of budgeting and saving. She started by tracking her expenses and was shocked to see how much she was spending on things she didn't even need. This realization was a turning point for her, as she began to see where she could cut back and save money. She then created a budget and made some tough choices, like cutting back on eating out and finding a more affordable apartment. These changes were not easy, but Sarah was determined to make them work for the sake of her family's future. Fast forward 2 years, and Sarah is now debt-free and even has a growing emergency fund. She has learned the importance of living within her means and saving for unexpected expenses. Sarah's journey from financial despair to stability is an inspiring testament to the power of perseverance and smart financial planning. Her story shows that anyone, regardless of where they live or their current financial situation, can turn their financial situation around with the right mindset and tools. Little changes, big impact. The power of smart spending. Budgeting isn't about deprivation, it's about empowerment. It's about taking control of your finances so you can live a life you love without the constant stress of money worries. Small changes can make a big impact. Whether it's cutting back on your daily latte, negotiating your bills, or finding free or low-cost entertainment options, there are plenty of ways to save money without sacrificing your happiness. The key is to find what works for you and be consistent. We've shared some great tips today, but we know you have your own amazing budgeting hacks too. Leave a comment below with your best money-saving tips. And hey, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more awesome content.